Welcome to Beer Disciples. I'm Ross Quintana. This is a beer that we're going to review here. I'm very excited, as you can see, about it. I'm always excited to review a Southern Tier beer, as they're my favorite brewer overall, easily. And this is Oak Aged Unearthly. So you can see there, it's actually got a really cool looking label. And I'm doubly excited I was saving this one to review it in my new beer tasting glass from Southern Tier. So I've usually, as you can see, I usually use the Sam Adams 25th anniversary glass, which for drinking beer and for tasting beer, it's very solid. It's glass, it's not crystal, but both of these are made from Rustal, and the shape is really great as a beer drinking glass. It's got some great things going for it. But I'm very excited about this. Talk a little bit about the beer. Southern Tier, Oak Aged Unearthly. It's a limited release. This is 2011. The brewers was founded, Southern Tier Brewing, in 2002 by Phineas DeMink and Alan Yon. So I'm very happy that they did what they did back in 2002. They're located out of Lakewood, New York, and this style is Imperial IPA, and the ABV on this is 9.9%. I've seen some websites that have it higher, but I believe the correct one is 9.9. That's what they say of it. The IBUs on this, I believe, are 153. The regular Unearthly is 153, and I would imagine that it's the same recipe for the Oak Aged version. But it's possible that it's not. I couldn't find any information on the IBUs for this. So anyway, let's see what you have inside here. Malt, you got 2-row pale, carapils, red wheat. Hops the kettle hops are Chinook and Cascade. The hop back is Strian, Golding, and then dry hop with Cascade, Centennial, and Chinook. So, and one thing I love about Southern Tier, I don't think you can see it here, but they list everything. You know, all the malts and hops and ABV. You know, other breweries could learn a lot from what they do as far as their labeling goes. So let's crack this baby open and let's check out the pour. My new glasses. Very excited about this. Yes. All right, let's take a look at the pour here. First pour in my glass. Getting a good two-tone action. Wow. I mean, that's staring into the sun there. Man, look at I don't know if you're picking all that up. That's a beautiful color. It's just liquid gold. You know, you can see the slow cascading bubbles as they're coming up. The head on that is nice, and the lacing on that, it looks like it's really sticking to the wall there. So appearance, man. That is pretty incredible, pretty clear, but the bubble, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. That's amazing. I'm going to pour myself another because I want to see the difference in appearance in the two here. So let's take a look at it in the other glass here. Wow. Look at Sam Adams coming out of the gate. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited about my new glass, but this Sam Adams glass really, to me, represents kind of the best of all worlds, because it's got the tulip shape, and it's almost, but it's taller, so it starts off longer like a Pilsner glass, and that allows you to see more of the action bubbling up, and it goes a little bit slower. I'm excited about this one, but let's check. Let's check the nose on both of these here. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, they definitely give different noses. So getting to the smell on this, you can smell that sweet malt body that Southern Tier does so well. You get the hints of hops, a slight vanilla. It's kind of amazing, you know. I'm all down with my new glass, but I thought I was going to be kind of blown away, and the Sam Adams glass is still doing really well. Good smell on that. I'm going to say for the smell, I'm going to give it a 4. Pretty solid smell. You know, some of their beers, chocolate and creme brulee, are just so mind-blowing in the smell. It's hard for them to beat themselves. But this is really solid. So let's take a look at taste. Old two-hand Jake here, double fisting on the bear. Wow, you really get an incredible sweet maltiness. The malt body that Southern Tier does really is what I call the malt blanket. It's almost like they can get away with putting so much hops, especially if you've had their normal Unearthly. It's like insane. It's like taking a something like a arrogant bastard and then doubling the malt body and kind of caging an arrogant bastard in a malt blanket. That's what Unearthly, how I would describe it. But with this, normally I found that the oak aging tends to mellow out the profile, the flavor profile. And with this, I can see that effect there. What you end up getting is more malt body, and that's probably the people who've reviewed this have said, oh, you know, that's too malty for IPA for them. And really that's not just, that's basically taking the incredible job that they do on the regular Unearthly and putting an immense amount of hop flavors and IBUs into this totally balanced big beer. Once you do the oak age, it really smooths it out more, so you get more of the malt body. And that's okay, because malt body is what they do probably better than anybody else, in my opinion. What I love about their beers is that most IPAs and Imperial IPAs, they just jump the hops up so much that you get more hops, more bitterness, more hops, more bitterness. But then they don't do anything with the malt body at all, so that they use less ingredients to get a hoppier beer. Whereas what I like about Southern Tier is they increase the hops, but then they increase the malt, so you actually get a bigger overall beer, and by the time they're done, you've got an incredible balance, but a huge experience that has more ingredients in it. So taste I'm going to go on this is, I'm going to go a 4, because I think that the oak age on it, I hadn't tried any of theirs oak aged. I think the oak age on it does smooth it out, and since they already have such a huge malt body, it almost makes the malt body be more prolific than the rest of the beer, and so it almost pulls it out of balance for me. It's an incredible beer, totally smooth, totally drinkable, but I don't know that the oak age on this is doing it a favor. Let's look at mouthfeel. I mean, I can't go less than a 4.5 on the mouthfeel on this, because that's just simply what Southern Tier does. They know how to build a big beer. It's big in your mouth. Wait, I don't know if I can say that. What else? How can I describe it? It is big in your mouth, and it just fills your mouth. This is definitely going the wrong way here. Mouthfeel 4.5. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go to drinkability. The oak aging smooths it out so well. They're already totally balanced big beers when they do it. They're totally drinkable. It's just more drinkable at that point. with such a huge flavor spectrum. I'm going to say a 5 on drinkability. So overall, I'm going to say, for me, I'm going to say a B plus on this, which is pretty rare for me. Unearthly is, I believe I've got that as a solid A. Could be an A minus, but I'm pretty sure it's a solid A. The reason I'm going to go B plus on this is, as much as I love Southern Tier and I love their beers, and this is a good drinkable beer, the fact is I feel like the oak aged leaves it a little unfinished. It doesn't have that as dynamic. It mellows it out a little bit. It doesn't have as dynamic a flavor spectrum for me. It's still an incredible experience, but like I said, I'm spoiled because I'm kind of a connoisseur of Southern Tier beers, and so for me, this one is too mellowed out. It's too drawn down. I think the oak aging is doing that, so I'm going to go B plus on that. Out of 100, this is going to be a 93 for the style. And join the conversation online on Facebook. Just search Beer Disciples and talk to us on our page, like the page. And you can also leave comments below. If you're in Eastern Washington and you want to stop by and be a guest on the show, then you can email me at thebeerdisciples@gmail.com. And you can also offer any suggestions you have for other beers you'd like us to review, or you can do beer mail if you want to send us a beer that you'd like us to review, or we're open to trades also if you want to do some kind of collaboration. So anyway, I will say until next time, go out. This is a solid B plus, but it's not the best thing Southern Tier makes, and I will say cheers.